Time is produced by John DeSando. Listen to the shows and read reviews online at WCBE.org.
I'm John DeSando.
And I'm Michael Myers. Actually,
No.
Wayne Miller. Trick or tweet! Trick or tweet, John!
It's movie time.
It is.
And only on It's Movie Time we have somebody who looks like Mike Myers.
Right. And actually, I don't. But I'll take it off.
He takes
so
off the mask.
Oh.
The Shatner mask.
Yeah, actually, it's a cheapo kind of knockoff, not like the original. But they used it. Go ahead. Yeah. Shatner.
Yeah.
Star Trek Shatner, back for the original movie in 1978, because originally that they were going to go with, for the entire movie, the clown mask in that original movie,
right.
with the big red nose, and they thought that wouldn't work.
No,
and so
this one is perfect.
Oh, yeah.
They kind of flat features, just menacing. Guy doesn't say anything.
No.
They keep wanting him to... Did they say he said one word in this new Halloween? Or were they saying the F? He didn't say the F-bomb either, no?
I don't think so.
No.
I'm trying to remember.
Because they wanted a word from it.
Well, and I tell you, it was a great... We saw it together at the pre-release screening last night, and I tell you, it was a great audience to watch it with. This is the type of movie that I don't care if because you know me, I like a quiet crowd for movies, but I tell you, this one, they were rocking and rolling through the whole time, yelling at the screen, "What are you doing? That's the..." and screaming and yelling, and I had a great time.
Yeah.
It was quite a treat.
Oh yeah. Well, if you're worried, because there are a few people in our audience who remember 1978 version, John Carpenter, and I think you've told me you can forget everything in between.
Yes, this is the 11th Halloween movie, and so all of these sequels, several of which, like of course 1978, the original, Halloween 2, which supposedly takes place that night after they take her to the hospital, that was made in '81. And then a number of sequels. The third one, didn't have even anything to do with the franchise. And Jamie herself, not only appearing in...
Jamie Lee Curtis,
not only appearing in the second one in 1981, she came back 1998 with Halloween H2O 20 years later. And was her inspiration to make the movie, and she wanted to make sure she got a role for her mom. Of course, the great Janet from Psycho fame. So with that, and then she was in another sequel after that, Halloween Resurrection, where she was killed off by Michael Myers early in the movie. So basically, this is a direct sequel. And then
to the 1978 version.
The 1978, because somehow they must have caught Michael, stuck him in the asylum for 40 years when they're transferring him to a state prison.
Definitely a Hannibal Lecter type.
Oh, yes, yeah. I mean, the guy has no social redeeming value whatsoever.
We even had the cop.
Yes.
Will Patton in this movie.
They claim that his character helped arrest Michael Myers 40 years before.
And you're remarking about the audience, which I agree with. It's just so much fun to listen to them responding, and all the old tropes are there, including running off into the woods. Which we know is not a good decision.
No, nor trying to hide in a bathroom stall. And trying to crawl out, oh my God.
And you've got the nubile teenagers making out. And you know that
they're dead meat. And of course, over the weekend, I had the DVD for the original one. And so I went back and watched it. And loads of fun. And of course, it was like one of those Hallmark movies that set the standard for all those teeny bopper slasher movies, the Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, and all those other ones. One interesting thing I want to note too is that Carpenter, who did really kind of John Carpenter, the original director, really panned a lot of the sequels.
Sure.
And he didn't care for them, but the filmmakers of this one reached out to him and asked him, so he said, he'd do a little bit for the movie, basically taking the iconic original score of the first one and kind of updating it and revising it a little bit. But that's what I tell you. That's what makes the movie.
Well, look at David Gordon Green is the director.
Yes.
He did Pineapple Express.
Yep.
There's a fine movie that has an awful lot of comic elements to it.
And also, he co-wrote the movie with Danny McBride.
Yes, Danny McBride.
Who's known for a lot of like HBO type comedies, like Vice Principals and stuff like that. He's known for comedies. And they thought, what in the heck is this comedian doing, writing it?
Look, what I want to explore with you is, what is comic about this? They're 3 times the body count of the first one. I mean, he just slashes away at anybody almost without thought.
Yes.
And so how do you get comedy?
Well, I think one of the things, and what was interesting, I recommend to people, Entertainment Weekly has a great cover article on Halloween with Jamie and a pumpkin and a big knife on the cover. But Green had recommended, he said, I wanted some humor, but not early on. If you have too much humor before the first killing, he said, so some of the humor comes after the first killing. That way, you need a release to laugh. And I bet my kind of favorite character who provided some of the comedy is Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter in the movie. Because it's 3 women, strong women. Jamie, the original Laurie Strode, her daughter, and granddaughter, the teenager. And they really kind of kick butt. And who provides a lot of the comedy is the daughter.
Is that Judy Greer character?
And she, because she's kind of a new age, kind of a hippie-ish type of person, whereas Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Laurie Strode, is a survivalist.
Well, I found some humor in that kind of schlubby kid, the devil. Yes. Jonah Hill could have played that.
Yes, exactly. Or Josh Gad or somebody like, pudgy kid. And I felt kind of bad. Well, I won't give away a spoiler, but
right.
He's one of the teenagers that doesn't make it.
So my guess is that a lot of the humor comes from our expectation of the formula.
Yes.
And we know and we anticipate it.
Yeah.
And like we were talking about going into the woods or whatever, or whatever decision a character makes, and what's the
well, and the audience helped because they say, you know better than to do that. Don't go in there. You know what's going to happen.
Beyond that, it's just a darn good horror slasher film.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
It's just good. It's solid.
Yes. The review in Entertainment Weekly is, I think Leah Greenblatt or whatever, who reviewed the movie, she says, it's good, squishy, scary fun.
Right.
And very good. Now, one mention I want to make before I forget about it is the 2, well, actually the one remake of the original Halloween by Rob Zombie in 2007.
Okay, right.
And he did a sequel to that. In 2009. So Green was the director of this one, was saying, actually, since this is a direct sequel, forget about all the other other ones that followed. This is so basically we've had, and of course it's just called Halloween. So 3 movies with the title Halloween,
right.
And this is really the 3rd kind of sequel. There's a Rob Zombie one in the late 2000s, and but.
Well, we're 40 years after. We're approaching.
It's hard to believe.
We're approaching Halloween.
Wow. Yes.
Now, is this the kind of film you could take the family to?
I would say not maybe younger than maybe 8 or 9.
I agree.
I think a lot of kids would really enjoy it. I would enjoy it.
Yeah.
When I grew up, we watched horror movies all the time,
right.
And some of them scared the crap out of me. But I would say at least 9, 10 years old. Possibly.
Listen, and let's kill off this movie with our grades.
Oh, okay.
Wayne Miller.
Okay,
the
well,
movie is Halloween.
Put the mask on it. I think it's a good B.
Right.
I'm going to give it a B.
And I'm all with you. It's a B. And we'll wait. I don't know if we'll be around when, in 40 years for Mike Myers, but I suspect, I think he may make it out.
Let's another 20 years. Jamie's still probably gonna be alive, and she'll be killing him off with her great granddaughter. Well, trick or treat. Have a great Halloween.
Halloweeny.
Halloweeny.